Hello guys, it's me again. The Another week has passed, so time for some report. This one will be relatively short, as I don't have anything to say, um, rather than just an update about my activities. Other than that, everything was rather stable, so no interesting thoughts. And additionally, as I've mentioned in one of my videos, I decided to separate these reports from thoughts because I think thoughts should be worked through, and this is just I set up my microphone and go uh, through the events that happened during the week. Um, let's start with the focus point. I think that the single thing has changed was that I've added a goal about learning 500 new words. I made a calculation, or rather an estimation, from assuming that it will be possible to learn 20 new words each day. But unfortunately, as you may see here, the column is rather yellow than green. We have two red bars. Uh, I'm still happy that these are not nulls. So I've spent 1 minute on the 31st of May and 2 minutes basically 2 days ago from now. Um, and then I was spending like 5 to 10 minutes, and this week especially was a bad because I've only managed to like do two greens. I guess the week started. Let me see, on the 12th of June. So yeah, exactly two green spots could be seen here. What's the problem? I see that I started reading a book called Fluent Forever, and this book is nothing special, nothing new, but an interesting idea sounded there was that basically when you're doing spaced repetition system, the card creation process should be given more attention than repeating the cards itself, because you have to connect memories and your experiences with the word you're trying to learn. For example, let's say you want to learn a word dog in German, then you have to provide a picture of the exact breed you imagine when you're thinking about the word dog. And this is a rather powerful concept to kind of comprehend, because our brains are just an associative net of memories, experiences, and thoughts. And when you try to learn just a word, just a combination of letters, it gives you basically nothing. You have to understand how the word is pronounced, what are your exact associations with it. You could go rather far with generic associations, but when you've stuck upon the concepts of like economic growth or unitement of uh, DDR and uh, uh, GRD, so basically two German states, because now I'm learning a card called Nikos Vec B1, and there you have basically these abstract concepts. There are a lot of abstract words that mean basically nothing. For example, to assemble, to construct, uh, bro, just construct what? You have to provide pictures, and that's the real insight. And yesterday I've started to using really obvious advice from this book, which is to go for Google, go to Google Pictures and find the picture that associates with you most. For example, there was a word Überfall, and which means basically an invasion, an offensive, something like that. When one country invades the other, and for me the associations are rather obvious because the recent conflict in Ukraine, and yeah, I managed to remember this word rather quickly. because previously I couldn't remember it at all, but now I just suddenly I imagine this map with the green, with the red and blue arrows, and that's it. That's the association I'm talking about, and this should be practiced more. Yeah, when you're learning new language. So now my routine, if you can call it so, I sit in front of my computer, open Anki, open like translator, like this thing. Currently I'm translating in Russian because I have much better associations with Russian language than English actually, but yeah, then I could also learn it from English as well, but just uh, I feel like German is more Russian than English because they have all these I don't know how it's called in English, but the meaning are much more relatable to Russian than English, because English is broader in a synonym sense, while Russian and German are more deep in the word itself. So it has different word parts and they know slightly different meaning. And yeah, I feel like, of course, I benefit from both my knowledge of English and my knowledge of Russian, but I think Russian is, for me, it's more convenient than English to learn new words, especially when referencing German. So yeah, that's the thing. I have a bad streak of lead code problems. I haven't even opened the lead code, unfortunately. So it's been, I guess, 10 days without any problem solving tasks. I don't know why. Maybe that's because I had rather intense weeks in terms of my university. By the way, I've graduated successfully, which is a nice thing. It's a nice reference to have that you've managed to complete like 4 years of learning and pursuing the goal, rather abstract one without any change. So now something changed. I'm now a graduated student, and that's it. So yeah, I have to resume my streak, I guess, because that's the bad sign. I still have to solve 24 problems, or I mean rather 34 problems. I'm sorry. But yeah, just kind of again stuck in this useless loop of watching C++ videos, watching C# videos. Even, I feel like you have to, like, it's very easy to fall into the caveat of watching videos because, like, they seem harmless because you like lying, like waking up in the morning and thinking what should I do now, and you like don't know what you have to do, and basically what happens is that you're going for YouTube, and because you don't want to procrastinate or your brain want to fool you, you open a lecture or a conference and then just mindlessly watching this content. That's not a very nice approach to learning anything. You have to be in balance. And that's what my brain actually tricks me when I'm thinking about programming. That, like, you have to watch all the information, but, that's a rather stupid approach that I have to abandon as soon as possible. And even further, I don't think I will be programmer at all. I think that algorithms, like solving algorithm problems, is just a nice way to see the world from this like informational lens. So you have like information, data structures, and algorithms, which could be easily mapped to real world scenarios. Basically, algorithms are the behaviors of the units of information. So, and how you store that information, how you containerize it, it's the data structures. That's so easy, bro. And I mean, definitely Python is the best language here because you kind of to start, because it's actually was designed to be easy to program, easy to read, easy to comprehend. There are a lot of tutorials in Python, and you don't have to worry about these low-level stuff. And then you have to like add up some C++ because C++ adds that another way of thinking about programming. And then you can basically add Haskell because it also changed the paradigm or the view how you view this algorithm plus data structure approach. Then you could. So basically, then you can add more languages there if you want. But the basic thing here is that I don't want to be a programmer at all. I'm just really I do like programming, so I like solving problems and building something that works. And probably for my purposes, as I want to more be a game engine developer, basically, that's the C++ and Python are two obvious choices. You don't have to learn C Sharp, Java, Rust, or anything other than these two. So yeah, I have to get back to streak, and that's the main message of this section. I'm already talking for 10 minutes. I will be kind of rounding up. Here you can see that I was pretty concentrated on writing text for my thesis presentation. So yesterday I had a defense, or rather 2 days ago, I had a defense of my thesis. I managed to get B+, which is not a very nice thing. I was hoping for A, but like the time I spent on preparing my presentation basically reflects it's only, by the way, nice number. It's almost 10 hours, but still, I think it's not enough to present your thing excellent. I could also say that there was a bit of unluck there because the head of the commission, the head of the committee, who in front of whom I was defending, he was a guy from the domain I've made my thesis on. So he asked me a couple of questions, and as usual, I've started to explain it in a more vast and broad manner. But at the end, he just said that, bro, many words. I understand that you get the idea of how you made your thesis, etc., etc. But you could just answer more shorter. You could just answer shorter. And I think that's the only reason I really got B+, because 8 is an excellent. There was no drawbacks, and I wasn't able to answer his question succinctly and how he wanted how he wanted for me to answer. And that's basically the main question. Nothing special there because it's not a bad mark at all. So B+ is a nice grade. I didn't have a chance to get my excellence degree because I had a C on discrete math basically 3 years ago. So yeah, that's the case. As for habit parts, let's move to push-ups, and I'm steadily increasing the number of reps because, as I've told in my previous video, a nice approach to sport is you basically building up small habits, because sport is fun. I do like doing push-ups, get the blood moving through my body, and so why not? And you can see that sometimes I do more than 5 because it's a nice way. I'm doing three reps, not the reps, but I forgot the word kinda. So we have three times 5, let's say. You can see actually here in the formula bar. As for my habits, they're going relatively well. I will now go to brush my teeth after the video. Lead code, I last touched it on the 9th of June, which is basically 9 days ago. And for my sleep experience, for almost how much of that? So basically 8 days, I wasn't able to wake up at 8 a.m., which is not a good thing, because I was waking up at 7, at 8, at 12, 2 p.m. Bro, just the whole system failed, I should say. But I will try to repeat the experiment until it will work. So yeah, now that's it. thanks for watching. Have a good week. I still have 7 seconds. I'm really happy about this week. So yeah, thanks for watching and bye bye.